Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Dr. Ivan Khan, and today I'll be going over this KT Common Core Welcome Packet. If you're watching this video, chances are you're either already enrolled in our Common Core program at Khan's Tutorial, or you've recently taken classes, frozen for a little bit, and you're returning this fall, or you're just getting started as a brand new student at Khan's Tutorial, and welcome aboard. So today we'll be going through a few quick things. Housekeeping items such as contact information and our hours, a little bit of background information on our teammates and your program leaders who make your curriculum and who lead the oversight of your child's classes, important state exam dates. A lot of us are here to succeed on the state exams, and we've had a very strong history around that, and we want to make sure you're a part of that journey. We'll also go over the refund policy for those that want to discontinue or freeze your program. Next up, we'll talk about your academic goals and requirements and how your child's program at Khan's will be structured. And towards the end, we'll discuss things that you as parents can do. I'm not only the leader here at Khan's Tutorial, but my children also attend Khan's Tutorial. My daughter's in the 4th grade, and she's been attending Khan's Tutorial's virtual classes since the start of the pandemic. So I do know what it's like to be a parent at Khan's Tutorial as well. And finally, we'll share some tips of how to succeed at home and share some free resources for all of you parents and students at home, so you can enjoy not only the program here at Khan's, but also at home in your free time. All right, before we get started, let's go through one of our most favorite quotes at Khan's Tutorial. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. From Nelson Mandela. For those of you students who've had a chance to read about Nelson Mandela, he's one of the most prolific leaders for civil rights in the history of the world. He's the former president of South Africa, and he has a very tremendous history of creating some great change for the good globally. All right, so the contact information for your department leaders. On the left, we'll start off with our main line. For the entire company, we're open Sunday through Monday, 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the best place to call us for new enrollments or referrals to families, questions on your current package, like your expiration date and things like that, or just how to access classes, any questions around links, or discontinuing after package completion, and anything that's time sensitive. On the right side, you'll see the Common Core department. So even within the company, the department that your child is enrolled in is Common Core, usually serving grades 3 through 8. So for us, you can always reach out to us at our main line between 10 and 5. And more directly, the best way to reach out to us would be directly emailing our director, ashley.jaiprasad@khanstutorial.com. This would be the best place to ask questions about your child's scores, how they're doing in class, and anything that's non-time sensitive, and finding out information on parent meetings and communications, which you'll find out about in this video. So once again, whenever you reach out to us, please do allow 24 to 48 hours for a reply from our team. Now, let's meet our team. We have our Common Core Department Manager, Ashley Jaiprasad, who's been overseeing all the quality managers. Your child will be in a classroom and all the instructors. So your child is usually in a classroom with 5 to 6 kids or 6 to 8 kids. And there's a team of not only instructors, but managers overseeing every single classroom. And the person leading the entire program to oversee that is Ashley. Next up, we have Rin Nasser. Rin's been a longstanding Khan's instructor and manager, and she's been promoted to serve as the education quality manager. Rin is in charge of overseeing all of your children's classrooms for the Common Core department from Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for writing, ELA, and math, respectively. Next up, let's visit our curriculum team. Shoaibur Rahman. Shoaibur Rahman has a master's degree in education and is a professor in the CUNY system and is in charge of creating and leading all the curriculum, particularly on the math side. And Shoaibur's work is accompanied by Maria Papachristou, who also has a master's degree in education. She serves as a teacher in the DOE, and Maria is leading all of the ELA content that your child will receive in the program every single week and every single month. And finally, we also have Hudaiba Khatri and Rohana Amin. They've both been either operations managers or instructors, and their participation on the operations side allows the most up-to-date curriculum and any changes that we see fit to help your child succeed on not only their schoolwork, but also their state exams and anything else that are your academic goals. So once again, a little bit about Ashley. She has a bachelor's in accounting and a master's in data analytics and cybersecurity, and she's also a CPA candidate. She is the best person to reach out to for all of your questions through ashley.jaiprasad@consultorial. Next up, I did discuss Rin. She supervises our weekend quality managers, oversees and manages all Common Core classrooms, and she's a political science major at Stony Brook, and she's been on the dean's list this past year and in the pre-law track, and helps to pursue a career in the legal field. Shoaib Rahman, once again, adjunct professor at City College of New York, and has a master's in cognitive psychology at Iowa State University. Just a reminder, all of your leaders here so far are either hold master's degrees or rich experience in education to ensure your child's best chance at succeeding. Again, Maria Papachristou, she has a bachelor's in sociology and a master's in childhood education from grades 1 through 6. And she's also has some experience in other master's programs around special education, and has experience as being a private school teacher for quite some time. Next up, we have our teammates Hudaiba and Ruhana. Hudaiba helps prepare answer keys and assists with the quality assurance to ensure all content is appropriate for each grade level. And Ruhana's helping organize all that into submittable Google Forms where you'll be able to see your child's score submissions and score reports every month. Ruhana is a graduate from NYU at the Tandon School, and her concentration is biomolecular science and a minor in mathematics with a pre-med track. So let's keep in mind the state exam dates for next year. If you take a look here, you have a paper-based and computer-based. They're used for the administration dates. For ELA, it'll be on March 29th. And for math, it will be on Thursday, April 26th. So the most important testing dates for the spring at school will be March 29th and April 26th. And there are makeup days. Hopefully everyone's healthy and well to take the test on the days that are originally assigned. So please keep in mind of the refund policy at Consultorial. The best number to call will be 718-938-9451. Whether you're in a monthly program or a 6-month program, please reach out to us, and processing can take a few weeks. Thank you. And now, moving on to the academic goals and requirements. Why are we here? We're here to ensure that your child is doing well in school and progressing well ahead of their peers, and showing that and proving that to us, you the parents, and us the teachers, through the performances, not only in their report cards at school, report cards at cons, but also their state exams. How can we do this? It's critical that every single week, every single class, your child arrives to class on time. It's critical that they submit homework by the following Tuesday. It's always important that your child can finish the homework and submit it by the following Tuesday. It's also very, very important that your child submits classwork during class. Every single week, they have to hit submit. Next up, your child must be actively participating in class. At cons, we have the usage of cameras for students, where students are able to learn from each other, and the instructor is able to not only teach off the whiteboard, but go back and forth through the usage of our cameras that are on during our classrooms. So always be sure to raise your hand and ask questions. And please do remember that and to always maintain a respectful environment of your peers at Consultorial. We always want to make sure our students are being respectful, and the same expectations that we have for the staff, we do have for the students and parents, to be respectful at all times with your teachers, managers, and children. So our program can offer you a protected environment through our platform called MemberSpace, smaller class sizes. Most of our class sizes at cons are anywhere from 8 to 10 students. Sometimes during the busy seasons, we can have 10 to 12 or on busy Fridays. However, at school, in your public schools, you have to keep in mind that we have about 30 or 35 kids per class. So at Constatorial, we do believe in smaller class sizes, and your child will be getting a lot more personalized attention based on the smaller class sizes that they can enjoy. We do offer monthly diagnostic exams that are either every 4 to 6 weeks or every month during the spring. We have weekly classwork and homework. And every single time you have a diagnostic exam, you will have a mandatory parent-teacher conference for all parents to understand how not only your child's doing, but how everyone's doing in the program. And please, it's really, really important that as parents, you're reviewing your parent communication through emails, and you're checking your emails and everything at all times. All right. So when your child is logging into class, please be sure to log in to go to ktlearning.com, click login at the top right-hand corner of the screen, and sign on with your login and email and password. So need help on MemberSpace? Just check out our frequently asked questions over here. In the welcome packet, which you have as a PDF in your email, you can click and it'll tell you, how do I cancel my subscription? How do I find my classroom? How do I edit my profile? How do I change my password? So for any of these questions, we have answers through the packet that you have via email. So please do look through every single link if you have any of these questions yourself. All right, so let's keep an eye out for how our program is structured. From September to December, your child will be focusing on the grade-specific topics for writing, ELA, and math. Oftentimes, a lot of our children have taken the summer program, and they may have a little bit of a head start. But even if your child is starting in the fall, they will be well ahead of the content that they're receiving at their public schools. By January to May, we help students towards achieving a perfect score of a 4 out of 4 on New York State standards and state exams. We're proud to share that in the past 3 to 4 years, every single year that we've had our students go take the exams, the following year, we've had 50% more students receive and earn perfect scores of 4 out of 4 on the state standards. And finally, for those who take advantage of our advanced summer program, our advanced summer program helps students receive material well ahead of their peers for the next following year at their school. So if your child's finishing grade 3 and headed to the 4th grade, like my daughter was, they'll be able to take the grade 4 material from the July right after they finish 3rd grade. So by the time they start in September, they'll be well ahead of their peers. So about our classwork. Our classwork is assigned during every single class after the lesson via the Google form link. Once your child enters that link, they have to make sure to submit it every week. Please make sure to ask your child, hey, did you hit submit? And did you complete your classwork? You never want to have your child attend class and leave early or leave without hitting submit on their classwork submissions. And grades for classwork are sent out every Tuesday. And please remember that Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are writing, ELA, and math lessons plus classwork for every single day that they're attending cons. So all students can access their homework through these homework links. Your child should be receiving 1 homework assignment every weekend, and it's due the following Tuesday. You have a 2-day deadline. The homework packet covers all 3 subjects for writing, ELA, and math. And it's up to you, parents, to make sure that your child is completing and submitting their homework by the Tuesday deadline. So to view your child's classwork submissions, please make sure that your child is putting in your email address. Every time your child starts class, they're asked to put in a parent's email address. So please make sure that they're putting in your email and you can get a copy of how they're doing every single week. An automatic copy of your child's submission emailed to you every single week, as long as you're making sure your child puts in your email and enters that every single week. How to view missing classes? You can go to ktlearning.com and log in at the top. Sign on with your usual login and password. And when you click access content, you can actually see recordings. So if you ever miss a class due to a cold or a family trip, you have access for up to 10 days to review makeup classes and view our recordings of your child's missed class. So please make sure to take full advantage of that within the 10-day time limit that you'll have access to that material. Once again, we do have diagnostics every 4 to 6 weeks. Please do remember that diagnostics help track your child's progress throughout the program. At the culmination of the spring portion of the program, your child will be taking state exams through their school. So we try to replicate that through our usage of our renowned diagnostics. And that's been a very popular way through which our students and families have enjoyed perfect scores and their improvements in our Common Core program. Please do remember that parent-teacher conferences are mandatory for every parent to attend after their child's diagnostics. So the week after or 2 weeks after your child finishes their diagnostic, you'll get a text, say, hey, you'll have a PTC this weekend. During the last 10 minutes of your child's regularly scheduled class, please join your child at their chair. Join them and meet the instructor, and you'll see the rest of the parents. You'll be able to view the group parent-teacher conference. And that'll allow you information on how the diagnostic went for not only your child, but average scores for the whole group, what topics you'll be covering in the next unit, as well as tips to support your child at home. So the dates are announced in our bi-monthly parent emails. Please do be sure to check your parent communication emails at all times. So parent communication can happen in many ways. We have the newsletter every single week for parents. The KT newsletter goes out every Friday. The week 2, you'll have the KT newsletter, and you'll have monthly progress reports of your child's progress. You'll also receive the bi-weekly Common Core letter. By week 3, you'll either get another newsletter plus the diagnostic score report for your child. And by week 4, you'll have another newsletter and the weekly Common Core letter. Why do we send out newsletters every week? Newsletters offer you to read up on the latest education news that's going on in New York City or New York State. As many of you know, with a new mayor starting in January 2022, there may be some great changes that we anticipate that would help to your child's access and to more accelerated classes, and it may determine middle school and high school admissions. So stay tuned for that. So always open up your parent newsletters and our bi-weekly letters from your department leaders to have a good idea of what's going on, not only at cons, but at school, but New York City's education system as a whole. So moving on, the most important thing you can do is always check your email and always open your email at every opportunity you have. All right. Parental involvement is probably the most important aspect of your child's success at cons. Every month, a classwork report is sent by email with your child's grades for the previous month. That helps you monitor and complete their progress. To obtain a copy of your child's submission to the classwork, please see the slide 21 in your packet that you should have received by your email. Every 2 weeks, keep an eye out for the bi-monthly letters. Every 4 to 6 weeks, please be sure to attend every single parent-teacher conference that we have at cons. If you're attending on Friday for writing, please attend again on Saturday for ELA. Please do attend on Sunday for math. The content may be different, just different enough, and you want to have an idea of how your child's doing in ELA versus math and vice versa. So how to succeed at home? It's up to us as parents to make sure our children join class every day. You have to have a designated area that's specific to their cons learning needs. So we recommend a quiet area like a dining table, or even if it's the kitchen table where there's no TV on, just avoid a lot of background chatter and any televisions or any computers or your cell phone, your iPad being near your child. Please avoid taking your child out of class early. You always want to make sure that your child can complete the whole class for the entire 2 hours. And also be sure to encourage your child to actively participate in class. During their class, you should be seeing their hand up even in your living room or your dining room, and they're answering questions and participating in the discussion at class. Sometimes I'll be walking in the hallway and I'll walk by our bedroom where our daughter sets up her laptop and she's doing her work, and I'll hear her communicating with the teachers at cons. Also, like we've mentioned before, please ask your child every single week to make sure that they've submitted their classwork and homework, and to attend all of our diagnostics and open all of our emails. So with that said, let's get learning. Thank you so much to every single parent and student that's joined us for our welcome packet. We do want to make sure that, besides the time that you have at cons, you may have 4 hours or 6 hours at cons every single week. However, the rest of the time you're either at school or at home. So we do want to make sure we're able to support you not only during your few hours you spend at cons, but for the rest of your week at home and at school. So best wishes to you all. Thank you for joining us at cons. We can't wait to see you back at your next class. Bye.